Hello, Culturati. So this is our online education video number 5 and this is our lesson 12 for art studies. Okay, so I hope that you're holding your pen and notebook right now kasi kapag hindi mo hawak yan at hindi ka nag-jot down during the time nagsasalita ako dito, hindi ka ika-crush back ng crush mo. Char, let's proceed. So before we proceed pala, I want to have a short review with you about our topic last time, the logo making or the logo design making, okay? So let's proceed. Okay, so when we say logo is meant to establish identity of the product or the brand. Meaning to say, ang logo ay para siyang nameplate during the first day of class kung saan kapag wala kang nameplate, hindi ka makikilala ng teacher mo. So, logo acts like that as well. So, kapag wala kang logo, kapag walang logo yung brand ng company mo, basically hindi ka agad matatandaan ng mga tao. Okay? So, I have here a question. What are the golden rules of logo designing? So I want you to browse your notebook for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so number 1 we have. Okay, very good. Keep it simple. Number 2 we have effective on large and small scale. Number 3 we have effective on black and white scale. Okay, very good. Now, if hindi ka sumagot sa akin, hindi ka crush back ng crush mo talaga. Hindi ka niya isisin at hindi ka niya re-replyan. Sure, next. Alright, so tama ba sagot mo? Why do we need to make logo if we are going to have our own brand? So, bakit kailangan mo gumawa ng logo if gagawa ka ng sarili mong company or sarili mong brand? To help you, number 1, to what? Establish identity. To establish, what else? Okay, so very good. For marketing and okay. So, kung wala kang sinagot sa akin at hinayaan mo akong magtanong mag-isa dito, bahala ka. Hindi ka ika-crush back ng crush mo. So, the answer is this. Logo helps the marketing by establishing the company's identity, intentions, and purpose of the product or product's purpose. Okay, so with the logo, it helps the company to strive to greater consumers and greater market. Okay, so nag-establish siya ng identity and intention and the purpose kung talaga yung product mo. Okay, it makes the company or the product better kasi nga mas nakikilala ng tao, di ba? What are the two types of logo? Two types lang. What are the two types of logo? Number 1, we have, nagsimas letter D, descriptive. Very good. Number 2, we have symbolic. So, from the root word, we have descriptive and symbolic. So, descriptive, describe. Okay. So, nagde-describe and symbolic, symbol. Okay. So, what is descriptive? Descriptive is to tell what is the intention or the actual product. So, siguro sa madaling salita kapag sinabi natin descriptive logo, this is actually like a literal logo. While symbolic naman might tell the origin or inspiration of the product or its company. Inspiration or history of the product or its company. So, for example, si Apple, di ba si Apple, hindi naman talaga siya nagtitinda ng mansanas na prutas. The origin is Isaac Newton, the falling apple from the tree, and bakit may kagat is because of the bite of knowledge from the Bible. Okay, so I'm yet to verify kung totoo yun, pero in some accounts of Apple, sabi dun, kaya may bite yung apple is the bite of knowledge. Okay, from the apple of Adam and Eve. Discussion tayo. Okay, so we're going to talk about graphic designing. This is in line with elements of art and logo designing. Okay, so we have good and bad design. Okay, so let's talk about it. Before I proceed with the lesson proper, let us have question and answer muna. Identify the following poster as good or bad design. So please sumagot ka kahit pabulong lang or like times up or times down lang or like so isip mo sumagot ka ng good or bad design. Kasi if hindi ka sasagot sa akin, I'll tell you hindi ka talaga magiging crush ng crush mo. So let us proceed. Number 1. Is this a good or bad design? So, may unicorn pa siya, ganun. Is this a good or bad design? Okay. Is this a good or bad design? So, hindi naman siya masakit sa mata, ano? Good or bad design? How about this one? Is this good or bad design? Nababasa mo ba yan? Good or bad design? How about this one? Is this a good or bad design? This one, is this a good or bad design? How about this one? Knight of Prophecy and Dominion, is this a good or bad design? How about this one? Life by Faith. Okay, ano? How about this one? Is this a good or bad design? Look at the font. Look at the colors. Is it a bad or good design? Well, if hindi ka talaga sumugot sa akin, bahala ka. Pero we will proceed with the part 1. Part 1 is typography. Typography in branding. What is typography? So before we start, what is typography? What is the root word of typography? Typography. Okay, very good. It's type. So basically, we're going to talk about typing, kung paano mag-type, ganun, hindi. We're going to talk about the fonts, okay, or the letters. Okay, so let us proceed. Now, we're just going to show you another batch of images of brand and their fonts, okay? So, sige. First, we have Red Horse. This is actually Red Horse. What if ganito yung logo? Or ganito yung font pala? Ganito yung font ni Red Horse. Red Horse, beer for real men. Or basahin natin na kung paano siya nakalagay dyan. Red Horse, beer for real men. So, mukha ba siyang ka-heavy-heavy? Or mukha ba siyang astig? Kasi di ba si Red Horse, parang beer siya ng mga sangga, no? Char. Beer siya ng mga beer siya ng mga bigatin, ganun. So, Red Horse, kung ganyan yung font niya, of course, parang hindi siya kapani-paniwala, di ba? How about Disney? Disney, channel for kids. Oh, so, maganda ba siya? Is it good or bad? Basically, hindi. Kasi look at the font itself. Di siya mukhang friendly. Mukha siyang, hi, you're watching Disney Channel. Ganun. So, hindi siya ganun kagandahan. Next, we have Louis Vuitton, sophisticated, elegant. Well, actually may tuldok eh. So, Louis Vuitton, sophisticated, elegant. Yung sophisticated, mukha talaga siyang sophisticated, ano? Sobrang dikit-dikit niya. Next. Well, we have 7 design factors to consider for typography of your logo. Ma'am, iba po ba si logo kay typography? Yes, kasi si logo, it's actually an image made by lines and shapes. But typography is made of lines. Basically, it's about letters. And logo is not about letter. It's about the shape, form, and something na parang hindi letters. O, hindi sa letters. Typography kasi about letters. Nagigets mo? So, next. Number one, we have choose the right font. So, major categories of fonts. These are the major categories of fonts, ha. So, there are 4. Serif, traditional and professional serif. Ito yung ginagamit natin with the previous, like, old researches, curriculum vitae, and, like, Sherlock Holmes crime incidents. Sans serif, crisp, and modern. Script fonts and italics are generally formal and decorative, sophisticated and feminine. Handwriting fonts tend to be casual and personal, friendly and approachable. So let me just show you the example. Now in front of you are the 5. These are the 5 major fonts or typographies. Okay, so we have serif. Serif, meron siyang buntot. Let me just get my highlighter. Okay, so I have my highlighters with me now. So this is ballpen pala. Sorry. So this is serif. Serif has strokes. We call this stroke. Anong tawag dyan? Stroke. Okay, so si serif, this is actually classic fonts, okay. So itong buntot na yan, we call it stroke. And then this is sans serif. Sans serif, wala siyang ganun. Notice na wala siyang ganun. Okay? So, sans, we call it sans. Okay, wala siyang stroke or wala siyang buntot. Script, ayan, dikit-dikit siya o yung cursive writing. Actually, this is originated from the script writers like William Shakespeare and others. So, ganyan sila magsulat. Di ba parang, parang siyang Carolingian handwriting? It's extravagant. Social, may mga pabuntot-buntot na mahaba pa. Then you have handwriting. So, parang yung handwriting ko or handwriting mo. Di ba? So, that is handwriting. And then we have graphic, or we have, down here, we have the display. So, display slash novelty. Hirap magsulat. Novelty. Okay, so, ayan, novelty. Now, we use display slash novelty as for something na parang pang banner or parang pang introduction. Like, yung sa games, di ba before mag-start yung game sa sa LOL, or like kung magbubukas ka ng game mo, may lalabas muna na introduction ng Garena. Lalabas muna si Garena, or like Bang. Okay, so this is the difference between sans serif and serif. So sans serif wala siyang stroke, while serif meron siyang stroke. Okay, so let me just get my highlighter. I don't know, hindi na pa siya. So ayan, itong buntot na to, ang tawag dyan is stroke. At siya ay si serif. Okay, kamukha siya ng mga sa typewriter, di ba? Kasi it's classic and it's professional. While si sans, it's modern. And ito yung ginagamit nyo usually sa mga inyong research paper, curriculum vitae nowadays, and what else? Sa mga projects nyo, di ba? Sans. Example, Arial, ganun. And sans ang tawag sa kanila. Next. So, here are the example of font na serif. And the emotional impression is trustworthy / classic. And classic pala, and classic. So, we have Georgia, Time Romance, Bodoni, Garamond, Courier, Missivis, Caslon, Baskerville, Palatino, Bembo. So, these are the fonts that are an example of serif. So, makikita nyo, lahat itong mga ito ay meron tinatawag na stroke. Okay? Next. Next, we have Arial, Trebuchet, Verdana, Helvetica, Century Gothic. These are the example of the sans serif. Again, pag sinabi natin sans, wala siyang stroke, wala siyang buntot. Okay? So, the impression or the feeling na pinapromote niya is modern, simple, and contemporary. Next. Now, well, this is under serif. Under ni serif, meron tayong tinatawag na slab serif. Okay? So, under ni serif, slab serif, nakalagay dito si Rockwell, Museo Slab, Chunk 5, Bavon, Niliad, Nadia, Mido, Charis, Seal, Acknowledgement, Josephine, Slab. So, ang pinapromote naman na impression nito ay retro, masculine, and modern. So, under siya ni serif. Okay? Next. Okay, so we have here script or handwriting. Actually, pagsama natin si script and handwriting kasi isa lang talaga yung pinapromote nila. So, elegant, crafty, whimsical, and personal. So, we have Shirley, Winsong, Angelina, Diphthong, Stylus, Blackjack, marketing script, dancing script, architect's daughter, Jenna Sue, Idol, Wild. So, ito yung fonts that are the examples of script or handwriting. So, nagets mo ba? Next. Next, we have Pixel Monoscape. So, this is, Monospace, sorry. Monospace. This is another branch. So, isulat mo. Under niya ito, si Zexstone, Zambo June, Unibody. Actually, Unibody, this font, is actually from Brick Game and Moonrow. Galing sa Brick Games. So, the impression is futuristic or digital. Diba? Next. Oh, here are the example of novelty or display. So, ito sabi ko sa inyo, Big Fish. Big Fish, like, it's actually a gaming company, Big Fish. Yung kapag mag-open ka ng game nila, ano yung game ng Big Fish? I think yung game nila is, well, correct me if I'm wrong. Ravenhurst. Ravenhurst and My Tribe. Alam ko, gawa siya ng Big Fish. Big Fish. So, before you open, Ravenhurst, lalabas muna si Big Fish na logo. So, that is display or novelty. Blackout, Fenwick, Carousel, HBD, Comic, Serif, and Junebug. Okay, siguro yung familiar ka dito is Junebug. Kasi, if I'm not mistaken, Zuma, the game Zuma, is using Junebug and A Bug's Life in film, di ba? Yung A Bug's Life na cartoon. So, that is actually display or novelty. And then we have this font. We call it ornamental or dingbats. So dingbats, like nymphet, bodoni ornaments, wingdings, are actually used for, usually ginagamit siya for border. Kasi ako ginagamit siya for border. And with those border, I'm actually trying to like type something on it. Kasi papasa ko siya sa classmates ko. And ang nakalagay doon is actually, crush ko si ganito, ganun. Without an understanding kung ano yung nakalagay doon. Kasi akala niya border lang yun. When it's actually like a font, and I'm using crypted messages in there. Haha! So, share ko lang. Pero yun nga, we call those as ornaments or dingbats. So, you can actually use this if you want. Diba? Like, if you want to use a digital diary, gamit ka ng dingbats. Tapos, if hindi mo na maalala kung ano yung sulat mo doon, i-select all mo, tapos i-gwin mong Arial ulit para mag-gets mo. Ano nga yung sulat doon? Oo, ito nga pa yung sulat doon. Tapos, to hide hidden messages, use dingbats and ornaments. Ganun lang. Pero again sabi ko nga sa inyo, ginagamit lang tong fonts na to. It's usually sa borders or pang decorations lang. Next. Number 2, we have combinations of fonts should be complementary. Again, pag sabi natin complementary, it means it means two different things. Kapag pinagtabi mo, they look good together. Like yung crush mo at yung crush niya, pag pinagtabi mo sila, they look good together. Sure. Pero yun nga. Look at this in our left side. Ito. Graphic design, it's both script and handwriting, di ba? Hindi sila bagay. Parang kayo nung crush mo, di kayo bagay. Char. Pero ito, graphic design, this is script and this is sans serif, di ba? So, they look good together. It look good together. It's complementary. Other example. Or sorry, number 3 pala. Number 3, we have maximum of 2 fonts per design. So, take for example, itong nasa una. Ito. There is 1 handwriting, 2 serif, 3 what do you call this? Script. 4, we have sans. So, there are 4 font in this one. Kaya hindi siya bagay. Mukha siyang chop suey. Halo-halo. Ganun. Parang yung feelings mo sa crush mo, halo-halo. Char. Pero yun nga. Next, number 2, ito, dito. Ito, maganda to kasi nga, there are only 2 fonts. We have sans serif, and then we have script in here, and then we have, again, sans serif. So, mas okay, di ba? Dalawa lang. Always remember that you should only use 2 fonts. Kasi kapag gumamit ka ng sobrang dami, ang sakit ka sa mata. Okay? Parang pag nakita mo yung crush mo, tas yung crush niya magkasama, ang sakit sa mata. Char. Next. Number 4, we have letter spacing. So, meron tayong tinatawag na tracking. It is overall letter spacing between a line of letters. Between a line of letters. Okay, so paano po yan? Ang example ng tracking is this. CR to S. This is what we call tracking. Ito si tracking yan. Kerning is a space between a pair of letters. So, a pair of letter is E and then itong dalawang T. So, ang tawag dito sa space dito ay kerning. Okay, so let us put narrow K dito. So, kerning. So, pag sabi natin tight tracking, especially with bold font, can be very impactful. Okay, so this is an example of tight tracking. Bakit? Kasi wala naman ditong nakalagay na masyadong space. So, this is a tight tracking. It looks heavy, okay? Kasi nga makakapal. Okay, medyo matataba yung letter. So, that is, well, like, it looks heavy, as stated here. And then we have loose tracking. Can be a beautiful treatment for modern, sophisticated look, particularly with all caps. So, for example, this graphic. Look at the tracking. Di ba loose? May space dito. Okay? So, ang tawag natin sa space between letters ay tracking. And pag sabi natin pair of 2 letters or pair of letters, we call it kerning. Okay, so, if I'm going to pronounce it in a manner kung paano siya nakatype, it's like graphic. And then kapag sabi natin loose, graphic. So, like that. Next. Okay, so we have font weight. Okay, so font weight, a heavyweight font is bold and strong, like this one here. Okay, it's bold and it is strong. A lightweight font is elegant and soft. Okay, so look at this, it is thick. Okay, so makapal. Kaya it looks heavy. While this one, aside from the spacing, aside from the tracking, the loose tracking, mapapayat yung letter. So it looks soft and elegant. Diba? So, kung sa Mobile Legend yan, mukha tong si Hilda, tapos ito si Angela. Ganun. So, di ba? Char lang. Next. Number 6, we have capitalization. Capitalization, uppercase can create a more streamlined look like this one. Streamlined look. It looks like a serious or like professional looking letters, naka-uppercase. While lowercase can be more casual and more friendly. So, take for example, this one. It looks like, hi, kausapin niyo ako. Hello, kamusta ka? Parang ganun. Or, paano ko ba i-apply sa inyo to? Capitalization affects the impact or the feelings of the reader. Take for example, yung nanay mo nag-text sa'yo. Yung naglaboy ka, tapos alas 10 na ng gabi, hindi ka pa umuwi. Nag-text siya sa'yo, naka-caps lock lahat. Nasaan ka na? Anong oras ka uuwi? May bala ka pa bang umuwi? Tapos lahat yun naka-caps lock. So, di ba kapag naka-caps lock, it's like she's shouting on you or like seryoso na siya kapag naka-caps lock yung kanyang letters. Pero kapag like naka-small caps lang or naka-lowercase lang yung letter, like, kumain ka na ba? Ganun. Parang ang soft lang niya and it's like friendly. Ang friendly naman ni mommy ko. Parang ganun. Next. We have letter scaling. So, when we say scale, what do you mean by scale? Oh, yes, we are talking about the size or the weight of the letter. So, take for example, underneath scaling, we have narrow and wide. So, oops, ayan. So, we have narrow. Narrow, medyo mapayat. And then wide, ito malapad. Ito yung under niya. Letter scaling, meron dalawa. Pero to be honest, there is no official rule in scaling, but the scale should match the image of the brand. So, wala tayong nagsasabi kung gano'n dapat kalaki yung letters in certain images or like in certain promotion. Wala tayong nagsasabi nun. Pero, yun nga, still, kailangan mong ibagay. When it comes to scaling, parang tansya-tansya lang. If it looks good, if it looks nice, go on. Pero if it's like, does it go together, parang hindi sila bagay, hayaan mo na, kalimutan mo na, hindi siya para sa'yo, char. Pero yun nga, parang tansya-tansya lang, ganun. Wala talagang sinasabi kung ano yung epitome or standard look or standard scale ng isang letter, ng isang font. Next. Okay, so we have the principles of typography as applied in real life. So let me just give you some examples kung ano yung good and bad examples of typography in real life. Now we have Disney Actor logo here. So right here, ito yung font ng Disney. Ito yung signature font ni Disney. So it sounds like this. You are watching Disney Channel. Pero kapag naman itong isa na to, parang you're watching Disney. Parang ganun. Parang seryoso, di ba? And Disney is supposed to, sound friendly. Kaya this is a bad example or bad type example of Disney font. Or next. So we have here Dodge. Dodge is like, I think this is like a car company or like something na related sa sasakyan. So this is the actual logo. Yes, it looks good, it looks casual, it looks astig. Pero kapag parang ito Dodge, parang takot siya. Dodge. So naka-Dodge na nga yung letter, naka-Dodge pa yung logo. 'Di ba? So parang really medyo it's actually a bad type example. Next. We have here Nike. So, this is the actual logo of Nike. So, naka-bold yung check. Ito, naka-bold. Naka-bold din yung letters, pero naka-italicize. Making it look together, or parang making it complementary. Hindi lang siya naka-bold, like bold na plain lang, okay? May naka-italicize eh. Ibig sabihin, may pakialam yung elements, or may parang pinakialaman yung elements. So, it looks good together, bagay, di ba? Pero, kapag ito, parehas naka-bold, tapos hindi man lang naka-italicize, peke, made in China, char. Pero yun nga, Nike, so, ayan, hindi siya maganda. Kasi nga, really, saan ka papunta? Parang hindi connected si word na Nike kay check. Compared to this one, si Nike, related siya or connected siya kay check. Nagigets mo? Kaya siya naka-italicize eh. Kasi yung direction kung saan siya pupunta. Look at that. Si Nike, papunta siya doon. Si check, papunta rin siya doon. Tama. So, this one, parang, I'm going here. Tapos parang si Nike, parang, well, bahala ka sa buhay mo. Parang ganun. Next. Okay, so we have Prada. So Prada is actually like, it's actually a brand of a shoes or like a brand of modeling or like fashion designing. So kapag ganito, itong part na to. Kapag ito yung ginamit, okay, it looks serious. Like, alam mo na Prada is used in corporate, in modeling, in serious modeling. While this one is parang yung Prada, parang siyang Muppets. Alam mo yun? Parang Muppets lang yung Prada. Well, in fact, kapag nga nakasuot ang isang tao daw ng Prada na brand, para siyang sophisticated or parang, ito yung ginagamit ng mga female CEOs, like independent, strong women. Pero kapag itong Prada na nandito sa right side, mukha siyang ginagamit ng Muppets. So, parang sasabihin niya, I love you, you love me, char. Pero yun yun. Next. So, I think you're familiar with Toys R Us. So, this is Toy Us or Toy R Us. So, this is the actual logo. So, makikita nyo na friendly, it's actually approachable. Because the logo itself, parang pang bata, it's childish, di ba? Pero kung ito naman, tong sa right side, Toys R Us, para siyang, alam mo, imagine mo. So, kung pag ito, alam mo na toys yung laman, di ba? Alam mo na may mga play thing, what do you call it? Parang mga items sa playground, ganun. And then, kapag naman ito, parang pagpasok mo dun sa Toy R Us, tapos ganito yung font nila, parang pagpasok mo dun, research paper, tapos yung mga papel mo, yung mga kapal, yung mga kasing kahit mo na, ganun. Or parang siyang Toy Story, pero medyo depressing, char. Pero yun nga, di ba, hindi siya bagay. Kasi nga, toys, it looks serious. Dito, sa part na to, di ba? Why so serious? Well, this one, it's Toy R Us. While this one is Toy R Us. Okay, parang ganyan. You should cooperate. Next. Okay, so we have here the transformation of font ng Tropicana. So, before, ganito yung itsura ng Tropicana. Ganito yung font nila before. Now, ganito na sila. Tropicana, pure premium. Actually, I prefer the first one, this one. I prefer this one. Parang feeling ko, mas feel mo yung Tropicana kumpara dito. Kasi mukha silang traveling agency. Pero yun nga, what do you think? Ikaw, sa tingin mo? Mukha ba yung okay? Or mukha bang medyo hindi? Or okay lang, tama lang, sakto lang, ganun. Next. So we have here with eBay. I think you're familiar with eBay kasi si eBay, nakikita mo na rin siya sa Facebook promotion, sa ads ganun. So before, ito si eBay, ganito yung kanyang font dati. Nag-overlap sila with tinted colors. So, eBay. So, ngayon, ito na si eBay ngayon. Ito na yung font na ginagamit. And, parang mas formal or like, mas adult looking yung eBay ngayon. Okay, parang ano lang yan eh. Parang nung teenager ka, jejemon ka. Tapos nung tumanda ka, nung naging adult ka, naging formal ka. Ganun. Pero yun nga, ito si eBay before. So, what is, okay, itong luma or yung bago? Ako, I honestly prefer this one, oh. Okay, this new one, parang, yeah, it looks good. Parang siseryosohin mo na yung eBay. Parang ano, parang wala na masyadong pop-out ads, di ba? Next. Okay, so we have here the classic elegant Gap. So this is the Gap's font before. Now, ito na sila. So dati naka-serif si Gap. Ngayon, naka-sans na siya at lumiit na yung square sa likod. Ano yung mas prefer mo? Yung luma or yung bago? Okay, next. Okay, we will proceed with part 2, color selection. Okay, this is associated with our lesson last time, yung color theory. Kaya hindi ko na siya masyado sa inyong i-explain kasi nasabi na namin to sa inyo last time, okay? So, let's proceed. Okay. So, we have here cool colors. So, green, blue, and violet are cool colors. I actually showed this to you before dun sa color theory natin sa color wheel. And then this is the example of shade. So we call this shades kasi they are dark or like they are brutal colors. Pero we call this one tints kasi yung tints, anong difference si tints kay shade? Si shade kahit pagpatong-patungin mo to, okay, pagpatong-patungin mo yan, kung ano yung color na inilagay mo sa last niya, ayun yung kalalabasan niya. Okay? Si tints, kapag pinagpatong-patong mo to, dun lang siya mag-create ng mas deeper color. Nagigets mo? Or parang, sige, best example is, kunwari yung cellophane. Alam mo yung cellophane? Yung pambalot sa sampalok. Pag pinagpatong-patong mo yun, di ba nagiging deeper yung color? Ayun si tints. Okay? Si shades, parang solid color, na kahit anong patong mo, hindi mo makikita kung ano sa ilalim. Next. So, we have here complementary colors. So, complementary colors again, get your notebook, pakisulat sa notebook mo. Complementary colors are the colors that are placed up on the opposite side of the color wheel. But yet, they look good together. Okay, so take for example tong red and green. Yung red and green, kung bakit natin siya ginagamit during Christmas. Kasi nga, kahit na red and green yan, kahit na opposite colors sila or opposite place, they are placed opposite sa color wheel, maganda siya tignan. Take for example, yung yellow and blue. Di ba opposite yon yung yellow and blue? Or yellow and violet, kagaya ng minion. Yung minion, di ba yellow? Yung good minion si yellow, tapos yung bad minion si violet. Kasi they are opposites. Okay? Pag pinagtabi mo daw si yellow and blue, maganda siya tignan. Okay? And then, pag sabi natin, analogous colors, ito yung tabi-tabing kulay. Like, violet, and then, purple, and then, blue. Analogous colors. Kasi tabi-tabi sila eh. Okay? Tatlong kulay na tabi-tabi, analogous colors yun. Okay? Next. So, we have here warm. I think alam niyo na yung warm kasi uso to ngayon sa mga indie films. And then, full colors, uso pa rin to sa indie films. Di ba? Pag warm, mga around tanghali or dapit hapon. While full colors is around gabi. Sometimes ginagawa pa ng neon color to imply na umulan or malamig or like the protagonist is single and lonely and hindi crush niya kagaya mo, char. Pero yun nga, this is warm and cool color. Next. Let us proceed with the part 3, image branding. So, this one naman, tumutukoy naman to sa mga pictures. This will explain bakit yung mga billboards, merong tao, tapos merong product. So, kahit may tao, napapansin mo rin yung product. Bakit ganun? Ano yung purpose? So, we will explain it here. Now, I think you're familiar with this kasi popular to nowadays. This is what we call thermal scanner. So, ginagamit natin to sa airports and kapag kunwari may sakit yung tao, ini-scan yung body heat niya. So, makikita yung sa gitna, naka-warm color kasi mainit dun sa part na yun. And then, yung outer part is cool color or cold colors kasi malamig dun sa part na yun. This colors has something to do with the saturation, highlights. Okay, actually saturation eh. And highlights and ambience. Okay, if you are using Adobe Lightroom or like Snapseed, you will understand kung ano yung sinasabi kong saturation or kahit sa Instagram, saturation, highlights, and contrast highlights, okay? So, ito yun eh, okay? It has something to do with this. Paano yun? Let me give you an example. So, here sa taas, meron tayong visual attention pattern. To tell you honestly, men and women has different visual pattern. Boys tend to look face more. Okay? So, look at this. Naka-warm yung face niya, okay? So, mas mataas yung attention sa face. And pinapansin ng boys yung ito, ng men, yung text dito. Pinapansin niya din to, pinapansin niya rin to, pinapansin niya rin to, pinapansin niya rin to. Pero mas pinapansin niya ulit yung face. Mas nakatitig siya sa face. Now, si lady naman, pinapansin niya yung this, ito, medyo mas matagal siya dyan. Pinapansin niya rin ito, mas pinapansin niya to, mas pinapansin niya to, mas pinapansin niya yung face. Okay? Si female, mas nagpipay attention siya sa details. Okay? So, ito yung visual attention natin. Okay, so let me just show you this one. Kung napansin niyo, meron tayong nakaligid sa baba. Kapag naka-cold colors tayo, or kapag nothing at all, that is less attention. Pero kapag naka-red or orangey, that is more attention. Nagigets mo? Let me just show you another one. So this is another visual attention pattern. As yung men, naka-focus siya sa face. More on the face and the elbow. Okay? Tapos, konti lang sa buttocks. And then, konti lang dito, konti lang sa shoes. Pero si lady, she will focus on the face so much more. She will focus on this part, what's on this part, and this part, and the ankles, or I mean the knees, and the shoes. Okay? So, females are more detailed-centered than the male. Okay, sorry boys, pero it is true. This is our visual pattern talaga. Okay, so, anong pinapakita niyo dito, ma'am? Basically, kapag naka-warm color siya, that is where the saturation, the highlights, and the ambience are edited more, or parang mas binigyan attention. So, ang tendency, mas tignan nyo ng both sexes. Okay? So, example, this product. So, you can see there is let's pay attention with this first. Ito muna, dito. Okay, so look at this. You will look at the model, pero you will look at the sunsilk. After the sunsilk, you will look at this. Wake up the red in your hair. Okay, so pag pumunta ka naman sa second picture, you will now notice the sunsilk. Kasi dun sa unang part, pinakita niya sa'yo, napansinin mo siya. Yes, titignan mo si actress, pero hindi mo siya titignan kung gaano kaganda yung eyes niya. Ang titignan mo na lang yung forehead niya, pero dahil wala kang makikita sa forehead niya, babalik ka doon sa text. Nagigets mo? So, ang purpose talaga ng images or nung tao inside the images is to call your attention and then to lead you to the actual product na pinopromote nila. Okay? Next. Take for example this one. You will look at the face, pero you will look down to the shoulder. Kasi obvious eh. Naka-saturate, may kulay. May kulay yung product. So, ang thermal scanner niya is like this. You will look at the face, and then the shoulder. From the shoulder, you will look down to the water because that is what is he promoting. Nagigets mo? Ang tendency is to call your attention to that. The face is to call your attention, and then the face will tell you, oh, tingin ka dun naman. Nagigets mo? It will lead you to the product. Okay, next. Take for example this one. Oops, I am looking at the face right now. I know that you are looking at the face right now as well. Pero titingin ka bigla dun sa text. Oops, I see. Tumingin ka sa text. Okay, kasi, yes, naka-warm color to, pero compared to the face, mas naka-warm color si text kasi mas pinopromote niya yung text. Do you understand? For example, yes, you are looking at Black Widow right now. Pero, right now, you're going to look at Dolce & Gabbana. Bakit? Kasi, the attention is in her face. The attention is in her face, okay? But the face will lead you to the product. See? Nangyari ba sa'yo? Kasi, ayun yung purpose niya. Okay? Next. Okay, so, why are you looking at the face right now? And why are you looking at the thermal scanner right now? And why are you looking at the can right now? And then the text, why are you looking at it? Okay, kasi nga, ito yung hinighlight nila eh. Look at this. Ito yung sinaturate nila eh. Itong part na to, let me just change my ink. Ayan, so pinalitan ko na, naging red na. So, you are looking at the face, and then you are looking at the can. And then titignan mo, bakit ganyan? The new skinny can. Okay, kasi the thermal scanner is this. The editor, pinotoshop niya, or mas sinaturate niya yung face, and then yung, what do you call this? The can, yung lata, mas pinocus niya yan. para mas tignan mo yun. Hindi mo titignan yung balikat niya na korteng 7-up. 'Di ba? Kasi nga, sinaturate or inedit ni editor yung face ng mas mataas yung saturation. Okay, so take for example, this one. When it comes to movie, actually ginagawa rin nila to. Hina-highlight nila yung face rather than yung other things like yung hair or like yung shoulder or like yung any other things. So dito makikita nyo na they are facing each other and that is the warm part. Okay, that is the attention corner. And then bigla kang titingin sa ring niya. Alam mo na that these people are married. Okay, and then you're going to look at the watch. Anong oras nangyari yan? Okay? So, binibigyan or nililid ka niya to pay attention to that certain space. So, let us just wrap up. Number 1, polish your online brand with branding with color. Kailangan ng color kasi it gives an impression, it gives emotion, it gives the ambience to your logo and font. Branding with images plus elements design. So, you're just going to combine all things together. Now, with the images this time. So, with the image, you're just going to edit it a little bit para makita yung product mo or you're just going to edit it para mas, alam mo yon, maging impactful. And then, you're just going to add some elements para mas maging pleasing to the eyes. And then, we have branding with typography. Okay? Kasi people will look at the visual eh. Also, we're talking about the logo, it's visual. The picture is visual. The elements, it's visual. Pero the typography is about comprehension. Eh. So, you're going to polish your brand with typography. Or, what is it? Anong meron dyan? What's the caption? Okay, so, ayun. Now, let's proceed with your output. So, gumawa ng sariling brand name with typography principle. Like, for example, Walt Disney, Bulgari, Gucci, Fendi, Louis Vuitton. So, gumawa ka ng sarili mong font. Ma'am, handwritten. Opo, handwritten. Saan po gagawin? Sa short white bond paper. Ma'am, pwede pong kulayan, pwede pong gumamit ng pentel, pwede po. Okay? So, saan gagawin? Short white bond paper. Ma'am, landscape or portrait? Landscape. Okay ba? Nakakagets? So, pwedeng pagsamahin ang logo na ginawa sa naunang output to create a more realistic company identity. So, magpapakita sa inyo example. Ganito. Say for example, nakikita nyo, di ba si Louis Vuitton, yung logo niya sa ibabaw niya, tapos yung font niya nasa ilalim. Yung self-invented font niya or yung parang self-mixed font niya sa ilalim. So, I want you to do something like this din sa short white bond paper na naka-landscape. So, like Viva Film, makikita nyo, nasa yung logo niya, sa ilalim naman yung font. Fendi, Bulgari, Toyota, ABS-CBN, GMA, Walt Disney, Gucci. So, ikaw din gumawa ka na ganito para magmukha siyang realistic. Okay, ma'am, anong size? Well, it's up to you. Di ba sabi ko nga sa inyo, there is no such thing as standard scaling in doing font. Bahala ka. Just make sure that it's pleasing to the eyes, that the people will check that the people will understand that the people will comprehend kung ano yung ginawa mo. Okay, so, yun lang. If you have a question, just message me and I will reply to you. By the way, you are listening to Miss LG Abangan and I hope you learned something from this video. And what's next?